A couple months ago, I had made a video about a Ryobi tool, and I stated during that video that Ryobi made everything. But unfortunately, I was wrong. Well, until now. Because you see, Ryobi officially now makes everything. And in today's video, we're gonna put their brand new cordless carpet scrubber to the... So technically I was wrong about Ryobi making everything, but now I am stating that Ryobi officially makes everything. We're gonna go over this, we're gonna use and abuse. I'm hoping this thing works. If this works as half as good as a smaller spot carpet vacuum that we did about a year ago, then I'm gonna be loving life. But let me show you what we got going on, how to use this, and then we're gonna put it to the test. All right, so again, this is the full-size Ryobi 1+ HP Swift Clean carpet scrubber, carpet cleaner. So just to give you a comparison size-wise, this is a full-size Shark carpet scrubber that I've had for a couple years. Works very, very well. And this is the new Ryobi, so very, very similar in the size. Now, I do want to point out in this video that if you're thinking about going with the cordless route like the Ryobi, there's some things you're going to absolutely love, and there's some things that you're not going to absolutely love, so you might want to watch the whole video. Now, this is not going to be a comparison or a versus video compared to the Shark. However, the noticeable difference between the two is one has a cord and one does not. As you can see, the Ryobi does not. It has the 18-volt battery in the back. So today we're going to be using the newer Edge battery. This is the larger cell. This is going to give it the best performance, but you can use any Ryobi 18-volt battery that you want on the back of this. So how this comes out of the box, well, you got to set up a little bit, and it's pretty simple. So what you're going to get with this is, well, the dirty water tank. So very simple. It's going to come like this. You just got to put it in like that. Clean water tank, same thing. You're just going to take it, pull it out like such, and that's where your clean water is going to go. It'll also give you some of that sweet cleaning formula, which is also real nice like. The guard itself, very easy to install and take off. So it's going to come like this out of the box. You just take it and put it back on like such. You got some of those LED lights on the inside. You also have a easy, gentle lift brush remover, a cleaning stick for the brushes and the guard. And they actually give you an extra brush, which I found to be also real nice like. And if you did need to remove this brush and change it out with this one for some reason, you just pull up on that and that's it. That's as easy as it is to get that out, and then you can just put it back in like such. One-handed, boom. So let's reassemble this just like you would out of the box, so it makes it easy for you. You're just gonna take this, boom, put that back on. Then you got your clean water tank. We'll put that on here in a second. Let's just throw this on real quick. That's your dirty water. This is your clean water. Just fill that up with the clean water and your soap solution, and that's it. Oh, and just a real quick FYI, if you did want to fill this up with clean water and new soap, you just come over here and pop that open like such. Put your soap in there, put your water in there, and then close this back up. All right, so real quick, here's what's pretty cool about this. This is all digital. So you got a power button here, and you got these little up and down arrows. What does that do? Well, it's really simple. You're gonna hit the power button, you're gonna turn that on. You can see it's gonna show me how much more battery life that I have. But not only that, we're on dry wash. Let's move this up to spot. And then if I hit this button again, if I bring it down, it's gonna go dry wash and then dry only. So you just hit this button and it will adjust to dry wash, spot, or dry only. And I like the dry only. If you already cleaned it and you don't want to clean anymore, you just want to make sure that it's super dry, you just, well, bring it down to dry only. You can see that I need to recharge my battery because, well, it's dying. But it also does have a check tank, so if you're overflowed or maybe the plug, you know, gets sucked up and you got too much going on in there, you need to empty it, it'll alert you. However, there is definitely one thing that I need to point out to you, and the thing I can't find is accessories. So you can see on this Shark, you have a hose that comes out of the back, and if you want to do upholstery, your truck, your car, your couches, whatever, well, you can do that. However, the Ryobi, well, you can't. Now on the back, you can see there's really nothing going on. This is for carpets only, and I'm okay with that to an extent. Now, before I use and abuse, let me explain to you why I don't really care about all the accessories. Number one, they sort of go all over the place, and it makes it bulkier and harder to get this thing moving back and forth, and then you're tripping over the cord, which this doesn't have, so that's a plus. But the other thing is I have the Ryobi spot cleaner, the smaller version of this, which is fantastic. For all the smaller jobs, I just grab that. I don't have to worry about grabbing a big unit. I just move that around. So I do want to just point that out to you that this does not come with all the bells and whistles. So why don't we take this in the house and abuse and see what this thing can or maybe cannot do. I'm hoping that this thing does a real nice-like job. But first I got to charge this. So you can see they give you a water line and then how much formula to add. We're just going to throw a little bit in there. Yeah. Oh. Now we'll take this, put that in there like such. Yeah. Battery fully charged. All right, so here's the rug that comes in through my front door, and it takes a lot of abuse. It got me, it got the dog, it got the wife, it got the child, it got the child's friends, it got a lot of different people walking on this with their shoes. So obviously I need to wash then dry, so that's the mode that I'm gonna put it on, wash dry. You can see how much clearer it is in the daylight in the house. Outside it was too sunny, it was hard to see that, but the screen is very bright. You can see how many more bars I have left on the bat ray. But I'm gonna do wash dry, and I'm hoping this thing actually puts out a lot of water and pulls it back in. There's a spot and all that. You can see it works real nice, like just by hitting that button. I like the digital. So I have a few different camera angles for you, and I'm gonna let you hear this thing, and we're gonna see the amount of water it's putting out and pulling up. See if it's gonna get the nasty out of there. So again, when you push it forward, it's going to wash, and then when you pull it backwards, it's automatically going to dry. Not sure how well you can see this, but look at all the dirt that is pulling up through the top. You can actually see it. It's nasty. So it really is pulling up really well. That was one of the concerns that I had about this. Usually battery powered, cleaning vacuums like this, they don't have as much power as a corded, but I think this matches the corded. Like, one of the concerns I had also was it wasn't going to lay down enough water, but you can clearly see that it lays down enough water to clean that carpet. And when you're pulling it up, like when I first bought my Shark, I had a lot of issues with it. I would pull it forward, it would wash, but when I would pull it backwards, it wouldn't suck up. I had to return it, and the other one worked fine, but no issues at all with this. So it's definitely laying down the water like I like it, and it's definitely pulling up. Like the suction on here, it sucks. This vacuum sucks, and it sucks real nice like. Now, I'm not sure if you're able to see. Look at the front guard here in the brush area, how much nasty that's pulling up. This dirty, dirty child. Look at it. You can see it. It's just pulling it. Oh, that's so dirty. So now I have it on dry mode only, and it does a really good job pulling up the standing water in there. I have to admit, I'm really impressed with this. Number one, it's very easy to move around. I don't have any cords to like accidentally run over, trip over. But that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing was I was surprised with how powerful it was. Look at all the nasty water that's being pulled up through there. It works really, really good. All right, let's talk about some of the information I guarantee you want to know. What's the cleaning path? Well, that's 10 inches. Weight, if you were to pick this up and carry it around, is 15 pounds. But the weight in hand, meaning if you're pushing it forward and pulling it back, it only feels like 4.14 pounds. The cleaning tank is 80 ounces. The dirty tank is 64 ounces. And you're going to get a 3-year warranty with it. Now, the other thing that's pretty impressive about this is the runtime. On a 4 amp hour, you're looking at a 38-minute runtime. With a 6 amp hour, it's a 54-minute. With an 8 amp hour, you're looking at 76 minutes. And yeah, you could put a 12 amp hour on this if you wanted to. And on top of all that, it's really easy to operate. You just take out your dirty water container like we're going to do now. As you can clearly see, we got the nasty in there, and that's not real nice-like. Or maybe it is real nice-like. I guess it depends on which way you look at it. Now we're just going to open this up. You can see, and that's your stopper there. So if you put too much water in there, it'll automatically shut it off. And that's nasty. The stinking childs. We're gonna take off the brush guard, and you can see there's some nasty there as well. We're gonna clean that off. Clean everything up and put everything back together, which only takes a couple minutes. Put your dirty tank back on. Well, your clean tank now. It's clean because I cleaned it, but it was dirty. Put that back on there. And well, now you're ready to clean again. And that, my friends, is also real nice-like. All right, let me give you my final impressions on this, and I'll tell you the price. So as far as it goes with the ease of use, it is super easy to use. The motion sense technology, the push forward, clean, suck, and then it'll just suck when you're pulling it backwards. It works really, really well. Better than a lot of very expensive carpet cleaners that I have used. So that was kind of shocking. The other thing that was kind of shocking was how powerful this was. Like, I was hoping it had enough water that it would lay down. You get more than enough water to clean, and it has more than enough suction to pull that water back up. So I was really surprised with how well that worked. Like, I was impressed by it. You could also tell that it did pull up the pet hair that I had on this carpet because, well, I have a pet. And it did a really good job, and I was able to clean that off and continue cleaning. Now, the one thing I have to point out again is that it does not come with all the accessories. So if you want to do your upholstery, you want to do your car seats or whatever, well, you're not going to be able to do that with this. That's kind of a bummer. But if you're looking for just a carpet scrubber vacuum, this thing blew me away with how much power it actually had for being bat rate powered. They did a really good job on this. And that was something that I was hoping for, but I wasn't expecting. Now, if you do want to go completely cordless like this, you're looking at $299 for the tool only. So if you're already in the Ryobi bat rate platform, well, you already have the battery, so you don't have to worry about buying the kit. But if you want to buy the kit, well, you'll get the scrubber. You're going to get 2 4-amp-hour high performance, not edge, but high performance batteries, and you'll get the charger with it. And that'll run you $399 for the kit. So all in all, they get a real nice-like score on this. That's better than good. That's better than great. Real nice-like is like the top of the top. I'm very happy with the performance of this, and you can see it just pulling that dirt up. So I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Is this something for you? Is this something that you're looking for? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? I love hearing that sweet feedback. Check this video out for you right here. We'll be back with more videos soon.